Now that's what I call being wise. Let us move on to the third type of person a person over 70 should consider spending time with. Someone who keeps you safe and healthy. Now, health is a big concern as we grow older. Imagine yourself at 70 enjoying your evening tea, the sun setting outside, and a deep sense of satisfaction washing over you. It's a connection that goes beyond words, a bond that grows naturally over shared passions. It's about surrounding yourself with people who inspire, support, understand, and value you. In the coming years, your home won't just be a place to live. It'll be a place to thrive, to grow, and to cherish every moment. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with others who may benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Till next time, I wish you all a life filled with joy, good health, and wonderful companions. Now, whether it's gardening, painting, cooking, reading, or simply birdwatching, when you find someone who loves the same things as you do, life becomes more fun, more vibrant, and most importantly, more meaningful. This person enriches your life with new ideas, experiences, and perspectives. They introduce you to interesting books, invite you to join them on their hobbies, and make every conversation an adventure. Yes, as we age, it's easy to withdraw into ourselves. Our interests can become our sole focus, a way to escape the pains of growing older. But when you meet someone who shares those interests, it's like discovering a missing piece of a puzzle. You're no longer alone in your passions. You have someone to explore it with, to learn with, to grow with. And this kind of companionship is priceless. It keeps you engaged, curious, and enthusiastic about life. It stimulates your mind, expands your horizons, and fills your heart with joy. Just picture this. You sitting in a cafe, sipping a warm beverage, while discussing your latest book with someone who gets completely engrossed in the conversation. They excitedly share their thoughts, and you feel seen, valued, and connected. The silence between you is comfortable, and the company is delightful. You don't just pass time, you create memories. Living with someone who shares your interests is like being in a constant state of discovery, like every day brings a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and to experience something that enriches your understanding of the world and your place in it. You're not just relaxing, you're content because you spent the day meaningfully. Maybe you fixed a shelf in the garden, taught a grandchild a math trick, or simply shared a story with a neighbor. Now, these little things are like threads in a tapestry. They may seem separate, but when woven together, they form a beautiful pattern of a fulfilling life. And the best part is, no matter how old you are, you can always weave new patterns. When you live with someone who values your abilities and asks for your help, you feel needed. Your opinions matter. And this kind of environment helps you stay mentally and physically sharp. Now, here's something you should know. After 70, most people want to be valued for who they are, not pitied for their age. When you live with someone who lets you do things instead of avoiding giving you responsibilities, it makes all the difference. It helps you stay active, involved, and engaged in life. Remember, activity is medicine for the soul. As we age, it's natural to think, oh, I can't do this anymore. But the truth is, as long as you have the desire, there's something you can do. The key is to find the right support. When you're surrounded by people who make you feel capable and confident, it's easier to maintain your independence and dignity. Just think about John. He's a retired school teacher, 75 years young, full of energy and ideas. When his grandson Thomas started struggling in math, he offered to help him. And guess what? Thomas ended up not only improving his grades, but also discovering a passion for the subject. John didn't just help his grandson, he reignited his love for teaching. Living with someone who appreciates your skills, who doesn't shy away from asking for your help, can be incredibly rewarding. You don't just feel like a burden, you feel like a contributor. You don't just fill empty spaces, you fill important roles. And that feeling, that kind of purpose, is what makes life beautiful. It helps you keep busy, which reduces loneliness, improves your mood and overall health, and keeps your mind sharp. So having someone around who is attentive to safety issues can make all the difference. Whether it's checking for loose rugs to prevent falls, or making sure the thermostat is set comfortably, this person pays attention to details you might miss. You see, as we age, our balance can get shaky, our vision might blur, and we could miss that small step that leads to a fracture. Or maybe you forget whether you lock the front door and spend the whole day worrying about it. That's where someone who keeps you safe and healthy comes in. They aren't just there. They care about every little thing that makes up your well-being. These people take the time to fix things before they become major problems. Whether it's calling a handyman to fix a leaky faucet or helping you find the right medication when you're not feeling well, they keep an eye on things. These are the people who make you feel secure, who give you the freedom to relax knowing that you're in good hands. After 70, peace of mind is a treasure. It's having someone who keeps you safe and healthy around is like finding that treasure. You don't feel so much of a burden because you're getting older. You don't constantly worry about potential dangers. Instead, you just appreciate the warmth of a home that feels like a warm embrace. This person also respects your choices, your limits, and your needs. You might want to hang on to your independence, and they respect that. They're there to help, not to control. And that, I believe, is the essence of real care. It's not about restricting your freedom. It's about expanding your sense of security. It's about letting you enjoy your golden years without unnecessary worries. It's about ensuring that you can live life on your terms while knowing that you're not alone. Just think about Anna. She's 74 years old and lives with her son Daniel and his wife Lucy. Daniel and Lucy pay attention to everything from helping Anna with her groceries to making sure her medicine is always on time. But they do it all without making her feel like she's being taken care of. Of course, they're watching out for her well-being, but they also value her wisdom, her stories, and her strength. For instance, they once found a lump in Anna's breast and insisted she'd see a doctor. While it turned out to be benign, Anna couldn't have been more grateful for their attention. Later, Anna mentioned how grateful she was to have them in her life. It wasn't just about physical health, but also emotional support. Being under the same roof as someone who keeps you safe and healthy allows you to focus on the joy of life. It gives you the freedom to be young at heart, to try new things, to laugh often, and to face challenges with a smile. After 70, we all need that kind of support, that kind of love. And when you find it in the same roof you call home, it makes every day an adventure, every moment a blessing. Next, we have someone who makes you feel useful and needed. Lastly, we have someone who shares your interests. Sharing interests with someone is like having a secret language. So friends, sharing your home after 70 isn't just about companionship. But as we grow older, our needs change. We start craving deeper connections, not necessarily louder or more frequent ones. Yet how many of us find ourselves surrounded by the right kind of people as we step into our twilight years? But there's one thing that remains constant: the desire to learn and grow. Health may falter, emotions may run high, and familiar faces may fade with time. Understand that you've navigated life's twists and turns for decades, and your experiences hold value. Laughter, as they say, is the best medicine, and this jovial companion certainly prescribes a hearty dose. But as we age, the threads of our lives can become worn, frayed with age and weariness. This is where a life partner shines brightly. They bring fresh perspectives, new hobbies, or simply a willingness to try something different. They challenge you to look beyond the well-worn paths of routine and consider new horizons. Maybe it's learning a new language, taking up pottery, traveling to a new country, or even starting a blog. They're not afraid to step into the unknown, and their enthusiasm is infectious. Suddenly, the thought of learning to dance at 70 doesn't seem impossible. A life partner isn't someone who clings to the past, but the wind beneath your wings, encouraging you to soar to new heights. Explore new interests and embrace life with renewed vigor. And it's this zest for life that keeps your spirit young. Reminding you that it's never too late to add new colors to the masterpiece that is your life. But there's more to this kind of person than just being a walking comedy routine. Sometimes the greatest friendships are the quietest, offering a sense of calm and familiarity that makes life's later chapters more serene. Think of a soft, comfortable sweater you pull on after a long day. That's what a quiet friend feels like. Warm, comforting, and grounding. They're not there to fill your days with frenzy, but to gently enrich your life with their quiet presence. They enjoy cooking, so you have delicious meals. They love tending to plants, so your home is filled with greenery. They prefer reading, so you have someone to discuss the latest book with. These small, meaningful things make life in your 70s and beyond richer, proving that sometimes the gentlest companionship is the most profound. They bring sunshine into your life, and not just through humor. They radiate warmth, making the cloudy days feel a bit brighter. They're quick to crack a joke, diffuse tension, and turn a frown upside down. But they also know when to be serious, when to lend a listening ear, or offer a helping hand. Just being in their presence can lift your spirits and remind you that even in the later chapters of life, joy is a page worth turning. Think of George, a man in his late 70s who always had a joke ready. Despite facing health issues and the loss of his partner, George's sense of humor never faded. He would visit friends, bringing along funny stories and witty comments that would have them laughing till their sides ached. George's ability to find humor in everyday situations not only cheered up those around him, but also helped him maintain a positive attitude during tough times. They encourage you to mentor, to share your wisdom, to guide younger individuals who are facing their own challenges. It's not about dwelling on the past, but about using the richness of your life as tapestry to help create new patterns for those who follow. Consider Samuel, a retired businessman in his early 80s, who mentored young entrepreneurs. Throughout his life, Samuel had faced numerous business challenges, economic downturns, competition, and personal setbacks. Yet he had built a successful business empire and raised a happy family. Realizing the importance of sharing his life lessons, he started mentoring young individuals eager to enter the business world. Samuel didn't sugarcoat the challenges they would face, but shared his strategies for overcoming obstacles. The importance of integrity and the balance needed between work and personal life. His life partners respected and valued his insights, recognizing that his struggles and triumphs had shaped him into a wise and compassionate mentor. This is where a dependable shoulder comes in handy. This person is like a sturdy oak tree, always there, offering strength and support when life's winds blow hard. They don't shy away from difficult conversations or uncomfortable truths. Instead, they're there to steady you when you're feeling unsteady, to wipe away tears when you're overwhelmed, and to share quiet moments when words fail you. Imagine Hazel, a woman in her late 70s dealing with the loss of her husband of 50 years. She found solace in her friendship with Olivia, a woman who had experienced similar loss. Olivia didn't try to cheer Hazel up or rush her through her grief. Instead, she provided a listening ear, a comforting presence, and shared her own journey, creating a bond of understanding. In those quiet moments of shared grief, Hazel found strength to keep going, realizing she wasn't alone in her sorrow. Dependable shoulder isn't someone who tries to fix everything. They're there to walk beside you, to acknowledge the weight of life's challenges, and to remind you that even when the path seems lonely, you're not alone. Here's where the curious companion steps in. They're not afraid to delve into topics they know little about. They ask questions, eager to understand your passions. Whether it's bird watching, playing bridge, gardening, or delving into ancient history, they're learning alongside you. They don't mock your interests, nor dismiss them as trivial. Instead, they approach your hobbies with genuine curiosity, often surprising you with insights you hadn't considered. Their enthusiasm is contagious. Soon, you find yourself not just teaching, but relearning, rediscovering the joys and complexities of your favorite pursuits. Think of Arthur, a retired history professor in his early 80s. He loved discussing historical events and periods he had studied, but often found younger people rolling their eyes at his enthusiasm. Enter Daniel, a tech-savvy young man who became Arthur's caregiver. Initially, Daniel saw history as a dry subject. However, intrigued by Arthur's passion, he started asking questions, attending lectures with him, and even accompanying him on trips to historical sites. Soon, Daniel was not just assisting Arthur. He was engaging in lively discussions about ancient civilizations, sharing his tech knowledge to enhance their historical research. They discovered that learning doesn't have an age limit and shared interests can bridge generational gaps. How do we ensure we're not just living longer, but living better? In the golden years, what qualities should we seek in the people we choose to spend our time with? Let's dive into today's video together and discover the qualities that make them truly valuable companions. Let's begin. Have you ever felt so understood that it brought tears to your eyes? That's the kind of understanding that goes beyond surface-level nods. It's seeing the depths of who you are, both the beautiful parts and the rough edges. And that's exactly what a soulful listener brings to the table. They don't judge your stumbles, celebrate your wins too loudly, or offer empty platitudes. They just listen, absorbing your stories, your fears, your hopes and dreams. You might wonder, why is this so important, especially when you're older? Well, as we age, we tend to hold on to more stories, more memories. Some are joyful, some tinged with regret. A soulful listener doesn't try to fill the silences with chatter, but lets you narrate your life's journey at your own pace. They allow you to relive those moments, to relive those emotions, offering a safe space to express yourself without fear of judgment. Think of Margaret, a woman in her late 70s, who found solace in a new friendship. Margaret had led an adventurous life, traveling extensively and pursuing daring hobbies. But recently she felt isolated, her travels becoming fewer and her adventures confined to memories. Then she met Amelia, a fellow adventurer who listened intently to her stories, asking thoughtful questions and sharing her own experiences. Through Amelia's patient and genuine listening, Margaret rediscovered the joy of sharing her stories, reliving her adventures and feeling deeply seen. In turn, Margaret found herself drawn to Amelia's own tales, fully present in those moments, feeling that her life's chapters were not just being heard, but cherished. As the years go by, our interests evolve, our hobbies change, and our minds seek new challenges. Life in your 70s and beyond can be unpredictable, but here's something unique about this stage of life. It's not just about receiving encouragement, it's about passing it on. A true life partner recognizes this. We all know someone who always has a joke ready, a funny story to tell, or a witty comment that makes us burst into laughter. In the tapestry of our lives, we all play different roles. Some are the vibrant threads of excitement, others the sturdy threads of stability. A great friendship doesn't need to be loud, filled with wild adventures, or a constant stream of gifts and grand gestures. When you get to your 70s, you start to realize what's important. And if you're wondering who you should spend your time with, you already have the answer somewhere deep inside. You just have to listen. Now, I'm not saying you should drop everything based on some whim. No one expects you to abandon your responsibilities or ignore red flags. Maybe it's traveling to a place you've always longed to visit, reconnecting with a hobby from your youth, or simply staying active and engaged in life. Whatever your aspirations, wouldn't it be wonderful to have someone by your side cheering you on, celebrating your small victories, and supporting you through challenges? You might start to face physical challenges or need assistance with daily tasks that were once easy to manage. At this point, it's crucial to have someone reliable by your side, willing to lend a helping hand. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Feel free to share any thoughts or experiences you have. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. This could be someone who assists with chores, runs errands, or simply checks in regularly to ensure your well-being. Practical help is invaluable, easing everyday burdens and providing peace of mind. It's about having someone who doesn't hesitate to assist with tasks like grocery shopping, house maintenance, or transportation. It's not a matter of feeling incapable, but of appreciating the kindness of another. The right person makes these tasks less daunting, reminding you that you're not alone. More than practical help, though, they offer emotional support, checking in on your well-being. It's listening to your concerns and offering encouragement. Their presence is a comforting constant, making life's challenges seem less intimidating. In essence, finding someone willing to help during life's later stages is a blessing. This person becomes a lifeline, ensuring your comfort and independence are maintained with grace and dignity. If you find yourself in a position to help others in a similar situation, remember the importance of offering a lending hand. A simple gesture of kindness can make a significant difference in someone's life. Finding someone who believes in your dreams and aspirations and helps you pursue them fearlessly is key. As we journey through our 70s and beyond, maintaining a positive spirit becomes more important than ever. Challenges like health issues, social changes, and the occasional rainy day can dampen our spirits. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have someone around who can chase away those clouds and bring sunshine into your life? Imagine having someone who, despite not being miracle workers, possesses a unique ability to elevate your mood and fill your days with warmth. This person doesn't force cheerfulness upon you, but their very presence radiates joy. They're like a ray of sunshine that brightens your space and lifts your spirits. This person doesn't try to fix everything, but their optimism is contagious. Their belief in life's inherent goodness rubs off on you, reminding you of the beauty that still exists. Sometimes this could mean sharing funny stories, cracking jokes, or simply offering words of encouragement. Other times, it might involve engaging in activities that bring you both pleasure, like listening to music, tending to a garden, or playing a game. Ultimately, having someone who brightens your day through their positive energy is invaluable. Their presence transforms ordinary days into opportunities for joy, laughter, and a renewed appreciation for life's simple pleasures. They don't see age as a barrier, but as a chapter filled with new possibilities. They encourage you to take that dance class you've always wanted to join, to visit that distant grandchild without hesitation, or to write that story you've been holding on to. It's not about pressuring you into doing anything you're uncomfortable with. It's about planting seeds of inspiration, watering them with patience and love, and watching your spirit bloom. Having someone who shares in your excitement, fears, and triumphs makes all the difference. But as you step into your golden years, you must be mindful. Who you surround yourself with becomes even more crucial. While many come to the conclusion that spending time with family is essential in their 70s, others find solace in forming deep connections with individuals outside their immediate family. Whether it's a friend, a neighbor, or a newfound acquaintance, having someone with whom you can share your journey silently can be incredibly comforting. These companions don't always have to be chatty, as sometimes their presence speaks volumes. They're there for the quiet walks, the shared meals, and the unspoken understanding that comes with simply being present. For instance, imagine sitting on a park bench, feeding the birds with a companion who doesn't try to fill the silence, but lets you bask in its quiet beauty. Or picture sharing a cup of tea without the need to constantly fill the space between you with words. These moments of comfortable silence can be incredibly nourishing, allowing you to process your thoughts and emotions without distraction. Your circle should be made up of anchors and enablers. Anchors are people who ground you with honesty and love. They don't shy away from hard truths, but deliver them with care, ensuring your well-being. Enablers, on the other hand, gently encourage you to pursue your desires without judgment. They lift you up, match your energy, and make dreams feel attainable. Ideally, your anchor can also be an enabler, and your enabler a grounded anchor. So here are 5 signs you've found the right person to spend your time with after 70. And if you resonate with these signs, I'd be grateful if you could show your support by liking this video. It means a lot to me. No one, they listen. When we reach our 70s, our minds are treasure troves of stories and emotions. We've lived through decades of experiences, each shaping us uniquely. Our bodies might slow down, but our spirits are filled with tales that have kept us going through thick and thin. Some of these memories are so vivid they feel like yesterday. Others are faded photographs we hold dear. Then there are the feelings that bubble up within us, the same ones that stirred in our younger years. Sometimes they're joyful, like the thrill of a first date, or the pride of a child's laughter. Other times they're somber, like the ache of loss or the sting of past regrets. All these emotions, memories, and feelings are what make us who we are. As you age, finding someone who listens to your stories, feelings, and experiences without interrupting, judging, or dismissing them is invaluable. This person helps you revisit pivotal moments and sort through the labyrinth of emotions that arise. They're there for the laughter, the tears, the silences, too. It's not about the number of years you've spent together, but the quality of connection you share. A single hour spent in heartfelt conversation can weave a bond stronger than years of forced interaction. In those quiet moments, your life story finds its audience, fostering a bond that transcends physical connection. No, 2, they cheer you on. When you're in your 70s, you still have dreams. No, 3, they walk beside you. Number 4, they lend a helping hand. No, 5, they bring sunshine. If you resonated with any of these points, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out.